this kind of sticky unusual, and is that the sympathy kind of shifted very quickly. So Dee Dee was previously thought of as this caring mother who suddenly became a victim of a violent murder, who was well known and respected in the community, and suddenly this image changes to her being a long-term child abuser who suffered from Munchausen's by proxy. So it's a big shift in everybody's view of her. It's also quite confusing, I imagine, to categorize Gypsy. So is she a victim of Munchausen's, or is she an accomplice to murder? I think you could argue that she was both. You could also say that her reaction was evil and extreme, what she did to her mother. Why couldn't she just leave the house? And I think there might have been a degree of learned helplessness, because remember, she's not just an adult that was placed in this situation. This has happened to her whole life. Her mother was completely in control. So I think whether it makes sense to us or not, whether it's logical or not, in her mind, her mother was in so much in control that she had to get rid of her. And also I think Gypsy would have suffered from identity issues. I mean, you know, who am I? Am I ill? Am I less mentally capable like my mother said I was? Because remember, again, she might have been convinced of this since she was a child. And children generally believe what they're told, don't they? So take religion, for example. Some children absolutely believe in God because of the way they were brought up, and then they might change their minds later when they grow old enough to make up their own mind. And that's exactly what happened to me, actually. So obviously there was some pity from the prosecutors who didn't charge Gypsy with first-degree murder, which would have led to the death penalty. Instead, they let her plea bargain to second-degree murder, and Gypsy was sentenced to 10 years in prison.